Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your November 2023 general monthly reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I hope you're all doing well. Let's tap into your energy for the month ahead. Remember, guys, give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe, and double tap that bell to get notified of all the readings. I do have more readings coming your way. If you haven't caught, depending on when you catch this, this should be still going out in October. Right around the lunar eclipse. So looks like there's a lot that you're leaving behind. I mean, it's dead, done, over with. You're over a lot of things here. You're ready for a new chapter. I feel like some of you have felt with that energy of, from here on out, I'm working on myself and how I can better myself, how I can better my bag, how I can, successfully exceed your own expectations moving forward. Okay, that was very, very specific, but that's what Spirit said. So if there is something where you feel like, most people would say you gave it your all, you're doing awesome. I feel like you're even challenging yourself to do better than you. You're your only competition. You're definitely trying to elevate your energy, your bag, your relationships, what's really, truly important to you. And I think that you've gotten the clarity with the eclipse season. You've gotten the clarity of what you can leave behind, what's definitely not moving forward with you, and maybe what's even held you back from growing, from being more successful, for being happier. Some of you have indulged or entertained relationships that were more of a lesson and quite a bit of a drain. And I feel like that's definitely brought upon bright light. It's shining a light on what does matter to you, what does not just what matters to you, but it's definitely highlighted the fact that even if you care about someone or something or a situation, an environment, like, friends, family, people, circle of people, or dare I say your work environment as well, I feel like there are parts of you that you've grown, and so you've outgrown what just can't keep up with your own growth. I know that was a little bit of a tongue twister there. Sorry. But 10 of Swords, Queen of Cups, 8 of Cups, the Moon card, 7 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, 4 of Wands, and your 6 of Pentacles here. So your major arcana is the Moon card. The Moon can signify disillusionment. It can also highlight the fact that maybe there are some relationships or deceptive relationships, people that aren't being truly who they say they are, who aren't showing their true selves. I feel like you're definitely getting clarity on certain connections and relationships that maybe you had some rose-colored glasses or blinders that you were kind of refusing to see. For others, I feel like you kind of already knew. You had this feeling like things weren't adding up, but maybe you were maybe you were they were trying to convince you that you're overthinking things, that you're automatically assuming the worst of them, that maybe your past experiences have jaded you, and that's why you see or assume the worst of someone, and that's that gaslighty energy, and let's face it, Capricorn, we can have less of that around, right? We don't need that kind of energy, we don't need that kind of vibe. It definitely can drive someone crazy emotionally, mentally. And so, yeah, I feel like that's a prominent energy here for you. Remember that sometimes the path we think that we are going down on needs to, you need to have to take risks walking down a path of the unknown. And so there can be people, places, things, situations that force us to learn something out of it, right? Now, this is the sun and the moon together, right? We just got out of eclipse energy. So there are a lot of lessons some of you are probably still learning coming out of eclipse season and into the month of November. And I know this is generally seen as like Pisces, Cancer card. I generally read it Scorpio. However, We are moving into, or we are into Scorpio season now. So there could be some, in a positive vantage point for you to have a very clear perspective about the path that you're on, be it spiritual, financial, emotional, like relationships, who you're getting involved with, business partnerships, whether or not someone is being true to you, whether you can trust someone. I feel it's even in, certain work relationships or business partnerships that you've really worked hard to bloom, to grow, that you thought, this could turn into a beautiful partnership. And it's kind of been slow going. I feel like you've had to make some compromises here. Like, you know how in business you have one sponsorship, but they're saying you can't work with another one because conflict of interest. I feel like that's being highlighted to all my business people, my entrepreneurs, my influencers here. However, I feel like you can balance things the right way. Oh, look at that. As I say that, the Five of Pentacles flew out, like clearly flew out. As I was talking about conflict of interest, people not wanting you to work with some people, only work with them, you've got to make sure that you're not losing out on bigger opportunities by giving up certain collaborations or partnerships or relationships, okay? For others of you, if you've been in a relationship where perhaps you were the financial, backer here, you were the one that was more financially stable than they were, they definitely depend and count on you, but I feel like they're kind of abusive about it, emotionally abusive. Like it's like not even your fault that they're in a financial rut, but they're definitely dependent on you. That's very specific, so it's not for everyone. But I do feel like if you are taking care of someone's finances, right? Like you're in a relationship where maybe they lost their job and then you promised you'd help them, or maybe they're not making as much money, they got hours cut, sales are down, whatever it may be. And it's like, don't worry, babe, I got you. We'll get us through this. And then it's like, it's that shame of having to be dependent on you. And so they get angry about it, but then they guilt you about it. And you're just like, man, I'm just trying to help, Oh, and as I said that, this literally, man, I'm just trying to help, right? Ace of Pentacles. I'm just trying to help. We help us, we help each other, we help, this whole situation to be able to get out of it. And I feel like someone is clearly in their funk, probably feeling down about themselves, knowing that they can be in a better situation, but I feel like there's a bit of shame and guilt in having to be dependent on you. Remember, this is a general reading, so this could also be vice versa if you're experiencing that. Know that they're just like trying to help. Don't make them feel bad for wanting to love you, care about you, and, help you. But Capricorn, I definitely feel like you're the one helping the other, okay? Not gonna lie. So the majority of you are in that situation. Now, I do love that you have the Page of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. Going back to that, it's like, man, I just want to help, right? Six of Pentacles. This can go both ways. Like I said, you could be the one on the receiving end where you're just like, I feel even horrible or guilty or ashamed that I even have to ask you for money. My friends, my partnerships, my parents, whoever, right? Or like an advance on your salary. Like I've got myself into a sticky situation. There's a lot of emotions behind that because you feel, or the other person could be feeling like a failure, like they don't have their shit together, right? And like I said, this could be vice versa. Like, I definitely feel like somebody is coming to you to ask you for help. I mean, for some of you, this could even be your parents that are like, listen, something came up, I can't make the mortgage, I can't make my car note, can you help me out? Son, daughter, whatever, right? I feel like there's a bit of embarrassment and shame here where they feel like I said, embarrassed. Page of Cups and the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, I know many readers read it as like the 1111 card. Now we do have November 11th coming up. So for some of you, you may be meeting someone who piques your interest. Fun, imaginative, inquisitive, very Someone who's really spontaneous, that likes to have fun, whether this is a new friend that you meet, a new coworker that comes in and they end up bringing like a fun, lighthearted side to your everyday work, or this can be, you know, someone new that comes into your life. I'm also hearing some of you maybe due around Scorpio season, if not Pisces season. So, you know, you may be finding, some of you may be finding out that you're expecting. So I do feel like with the Page of Cups, this is an offer of love. This is a new beginning in love and friendship. But I also feel that for some of you, you may be going through like this deep purging around your household where you just want it to feel more peaceful, more calming, more lighthearted. Some of you may be doing some interior decorating. I know that's not what you see here, but that's the message Spirit is giving me, where you're going to change like the color scheme, or that's something that you've been working on for a while. And you finish the, you know, the finishing touches are coming up basically just in time for the holidays is what I'm hearing. Especially if you're anticipating to have like, you know, Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving, or whatever you guys celebrate wherever you're at over the next couple of months, November and December. If you are looking for love, I do feel that maybe around 11/11, you do meet someone who ends up being very, and I heard the words affluent, okay? They're very stable in their money and their energy. Like this person doesn't have to even worry, worry about finances and whatnot, like perhaps some of the experiences you've had in the past. Not that you've had to worry about money, you know, maybe for some of you, but rather someone that you were in a relationship with, or maybe you ever get into a situation, well, I shouldn't say get into a situation, but for those of you that have been working on yourself and manifestation and wanting to bring more money and wanting to set up generational wealth and making sure you're financially secure, but then, you know, the people that you've been friends with or family members, they just don't get it. It's like they're okay with whatever little job or check they get, and you're just seeing like, you know, growth and stability, not even just dollar signs, but growth and stability, and being able to live with the sense of financial freedom and taking care of the people around you. But some people can't understand or relate to that. Like they'll think you're crazy. So I do feel like for some of you, you're about to align with people that are like-minded people, especially when it comes to what you are pursuing, what you're working on, your own spiritual, emotional, financial, energetic growth here. So let's see what the energy oracle has for you. Well, the broken heart right next to the Ten of Swords, clearly. And look at that, the sixth chakra archangel Metatron. Like I said, there is like some serious clarity that's coming through here. Sixth chakra is your third eye chakra. So you could be receiving very, very important downloads. And, you know, like I said, for some of you that are being proposed a specific opportunity, but it's like, we want to work with you, we want to offer you this, but you can't work with so and so, or that's a conflict of interest, or, you know, I wouldn't trust that personally. But you can do your own soul searching and meditation for that. I do feel like you already know that that just doesn't feel right. Like, are you even gonna cover the expenses of what I would be getting from another one? Look at that. The Sun card at the bottom row here. Absolutely love it. So clearly a lot of you are also going through like that purging phase or whatever it may be that you're releasing after coming out of that eclipse energy, because I absolutely love that Sun card. Beautiful, beautiful way, you know, to end the month in November, you know. And then look at that. Page of Cups. Four of Wands. Some of you may be offered a new job, a new position. You get to close on a new home. You know, the finances that you're looking for to receive, loan approved or a raise. Like I said, collaborations, new partnerships, new money coming your way, new opportunities to grow your business as well. Absolutely love it. Now, the broken heart with the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. This broken heart in particular, it's not like the Three of Swords where it's highlighting, you know, that you may be going through this, or this is about to happen, or this is like anticipated. The broken heart here is already mending. You've already gone through this sadness, heartache, disappointment. That ending has already happened. Or you've already come to the realization that an ending needs to occur, so much so that you've detached from the situation, from even being heartbroken anymore. You know, it's like you've cried your last tear. You're just like over it. You don't need to go through that anymore. You don't want to relive it. You're just done. You're healing. And that's what that card signifies in this deck. You know, you've cried your last tear. You're done. You're on the mend, you're healing, and that's the only way to go from here. You're turning your back on what no longer serves you, on what has held you back, on what's been a sad disappointment, you know? So let's see what your angels have for you here, healing with the angels. Look at that, truth and integrity. I mean, clearly you are being surrounded by your spirit guides, guardian angels. Like I said from the very beginning, you are being given an opportunity for some massive clarity, seeing people for who they really are, or if there are things going on behind the scenes that maybe you've been avoiding, taking those rose-colored glasses off. I feel like you're very much in this truth and integrity energy, but I also feel that some of you are coming around to seeing the fact that not everyone is in the same, works in the same light, is how I should say it. Let's see, one more. Yeah, the card of focus. Look at that beautiful card. Now, focus does remind me of like the Eight of Pentacles card, right? Where you're really focused, honed in, working hard on what it is that you truly want to put work into. This is a new job, new gift, skill, ability, a new offering, a new relationship, and also being able to focus on what matters for you. And I feel like, you know, this has been quite an enlightening and freeing eclipse season for you that we've just gotten out of. Look at that. I apologize, guys. I still have a little bit of a cough. The card of miracles. You know, sometimes the word miraculous or miracle sounds so far-fetched, sounds so out of reach, that we forget that miracles are possible. It just sounds like, well, a miracle is something that just never always happens, right? Because that's what we've been told, you know, that's what we've been, you know, taught all our lives, right? But miracles can happen. And when you open yourself up to the possibilities that anything is possible, you know, that it's not far-fetched, that it's not impossible for you to, you know, receive the outcome, the friendships, the love, the money, the opportunities, the business expansion, the career expansion. There is a possibility for that to happen. And when you open yourself up to that, well, you just allow everything that people would say is miraculous, like she miraculous or he miraculously got this or that or whatever it may be. So I do feel like this is an opportunity to open yourself up to miracles in your life, in your situations, in your career. Again, nothing is impossible, right? And I feel like you are being guided here with your, you know, spirit guides, guardian angels. They're pointing away. They're pointing you down a path. And it's like, I feel like this specific message is just saying, be open to the miracles, big or small, that come your way, because I do feel like you are being guided towards them. Okay, Capricorn, looks like a fabulous month for you. I know that eclipse energy has been a bit dizzying for some of you. I know it's had its ups and downs for me as well. So I hope you're all doing amazing, and let's see what's in store for you guys really soon. Have a great month. If you're interested in a personal reading, I may still have some appointments available depending on when you're watching this, because I only opened a few. So link in the description box down below. And if you're not following me over on Instagram, I am at Virgo Angel Tarot, where I will post additional content there. And I will let you guys know if I'm going to be anywhere in person doing readings. Have a great rest of your month. Take care. Bye.